All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the what? To the kickback. To the kickback. To the motherfucking kickback. Yeah, hey, we back, y'all. We back. We back. We back. You know what I'm saying? You got your man over here. You know what I'm saying? Wolf over here, and I'm interviewing the beautiful Melly.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We have her here today. You know, because we wanted to do a little bit something different. We wanted to start interviewing regular people out here in the world and start giving their opinions and stuff about their jobs and stuff like that. And we found out that Melly over here is a good old Uber driver. Bring you your food, you know, and get you there, get it there safe and sound and nice on time and nice and hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
we want to know, how you doing today, Melly?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, just chilling, having a good day, taking the day off after
day off?
running hours in on in.
Okay.
So just chilling.
Long hours, huh?
Yeah.
Long hours.
Yeah.
How long do you think your hours be on a normal day-to-day basis? Because I know I see a lot of people out here with like the little Lyft and the Uber and stuff in their window, and I see them, and sometimes I see the same car out there morning, noon, and night.
I do the morning time to the afternoon. I usually get up around like 8 o'clock and go outside and just get the morning rush and the lunch rush and do the little grocery shopping in between. I try to catch the optimal hours because it's not always busy during the nighttime, and even when it is, you know, it's just limited select places. So.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like more like in the morning time. It's like select places like probably like places like where you get your breakfast and stuff like that and stuff like that.
Your coffee.
Yeah.
A lot of Starbucks.
A lot of Starbucks.
Yes.
I bet. Because a lot of people be trying to get that morning coffee in.
Yeah, gotta get that Joe in.
So what is Uber Eats? What is Uber Eats?
Uber Eats is a delivery system, a POS LLC company, limited liability for those who don't understand what it is. Basically, they send us out to pick up orders, alcohol, prescriptions. We shop sometimes, but I had to switch and get out of there because it was just a never-ending rat race.
Never-ending rat race. Okay, so what kind of Uber were you? Were you like delivering food?
Yeah, I was doing the
people
food delivery. I'm sorry.
Wow.
People are a lot more challenging to deal with than food.
I've heard some horror stories.
I don't have to worry about the food or the prescription or whatever I'm shopping robbing me or giving me a negative star and getting me knocked down on my position when I know I've done above and beyond what I'm supposed to be doing.
So the food ain't got no heart.
The food ain't got no heart.
It's just got the heat. Heart. It just got the heat.
The seasoning.
I know that, and the seasoning. So how long were you with the company for?
I started in 2021, about that time, and just recently stopped 2024 to some disgruntled disagreements that we had.
Disgruntled disagreements. Would you like to elaborate, or is it?
Yeah. See, when you deliver deliveries, some of them require you to take photos and drop off at the location. I had my device down due to the internet going down the one day with all the phones and internet not working. So I had to come up with innovative ways to be able to complete deliveries that I was getting and send them the confirmation that it was delivered. And I did that, and they did not pay me for my order because the person didn't answer the phone after they got the food. And because they couldn't, quote unquote, prove, other than the photograph being of the food outside the door, that they got the food, they decided not to pay me. And it wasn't the first time I've ever had to deal with payment issues or non-fulfillment of challenges on their end when I've done my part.
So it sounds like to me that you've had more problems out of Uber than the customers.
Yeah. Definitely.
This is crazy because honestly, from what I've been looking at, I've looked on Twitter, I've looked on Instagram, I've been on MSNBC, and I have seen numerous reports of people complaining about the pay, about the treatment and everything else with Uber. So it's like, you know, what you're saying is not something that's obsolete or something that's just like, oh, you're just randomly saying this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know a lot of people, like some of my friends, I got friends that's over in Texas, and they do Ubering, and they do Ubering with people, and they have so many horror stories. You know, so basically, what was the basis of just what made you want to leave? Besides, was it just a collective, or was it just like one thing?
It was more than one thing. It was the final straw that broke the camel's back. I got an order for, I would say $12, and it sent me to a city I've never heard of, far in the deep backwoods, and I realized in that moment that I've paid for numerous car repairs, I've paid for parts and labor, I've paid for oil changes. I'm constantly chasing to keep my gas tank full and full of fuel, and my oil and all that. I'm running myself down on top of that, and they're giving us nickels on pennies. The pay is not worth the distances you might have to go to get that $5, $10.
And remind you guys that, you know, we are in the 757. Just to let you know, we're in the 757. So it's a pretty big area.
A pretty big, busy area.
And big, busy area. And then they might try to send you somewhere way out.
But what's Bubba Chuck? Nowhere.
Yeah. And because it's a pretty big place, and you get caught out there.
And then when you're out there during the summertime in the heat,
oh man,
the sweltering heat that you guys have out here,
yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's something different. It brings out a whole new person in you. You just be angry with the world.
Oh man,
because you look at
the angry heat,
and then you look at the payment, because somehow, some way, I don't think they be paying you fully what they say they give you.
Absolutely not. They don't.
Because I've calculated it quite a few times where I've been quite a few dollars short of what I was supposed to get paid. And they put the information, like how much the tip is, how much you're going to get, how far you got to go, where the order's at. Some customers have the chance to take back your tip.
That's crazy. See, and that's where we go wrong at. Like, how can you, if a person deliver your food and everything, how do they have the power to be able to take back the tips if you did your service?
They have that opportunity, and I don't understand how that could be when you would tip. I would hope you would tip the waitress at the restaurant.
Right.
I would hope that you would tip the valet when they're parking your car.
So my question is this: like, this is my question. So they have the money up there, like the tip money.
Yeah,
and your
you
money
get to
up
see
there.
all
you
that
get to see the money, and they're just like, well, it was it's supposed to have been a $12 tip, but we're gonna take it back.
Yeah.
What? Oh, heck no.
And we didn't talk about the insurance coverage per mile. It's literally a penny per mile that you go. So every time that you get paid, not only is they're taking their little cut on the back end, hush hush.
Off of a penny?
Off of a penny.
They take Spotify?
They might as well be.
Like,
they might as well be the Spotify of food delivery systems.
Ooh.
They don't treat none of their employees like they're quality workers at all.
Can we get a round of applause? That's a bar. That's a bar. That was a bar. You said they might as well be the Spotify
of food delivery system.
Do you know what that's saying?
That's saying a lot.
So that leads into my next question. And I think I already know how you want to answer this. Do you felt like you was treated like a quality employee or a slave?
I felt like purity slavery.
With a smile on your face. Oh my goodness. With a smile on your face.
Slavery. Absolutely.
With a smile on your face.
With a smile on my face, I will say that I served on the Uber Eats plantation and survived. Somehow. I escaped the
Forget surviving R. Kelly, surviving Uber Eats.
Survive Uber Eats. You have to worry about somebody sending an order by surprise to a family member who doesn't know it's coming. And they might be firearm protected. And they see somebody who's strange getting out of their car, and they go into the trunk or they're going to the side of their vehicle to go pull something out. The first thing they're going to think is that they got an imminent threat.
Especially if you like a Negro.
Especially if you black.
Especially if you're black. You know, they looking at you make it.
I mean, look at the girl who got killed.
Yeah, the one lady. Yeah,
she was just doing a delivery, and the man came out because somebody was harassing him beforehand on a phone call, extorting him for money on some funny shit.
Well, that's his problem. You know
and somebody lost their life. A whole mom lost her life.
I think she was a grandma or something like that.
She was a mom, a grandma.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she was a grandma. Of course, she was a mom. I mean,
but still in all, somebody lost their family member to the Uber Eats system, and guess what Uber did?
My question is, did Uber pay for the funeral? Did Uber pay
left
insurance?
them on red.
Yo, Uber sucks, yo, for that. If they really did that, that's crazy.
You know, Uber offers us...
They shouldn't do that. That's crazy.
Roadside assistance. But you only get 4 events a year, if that.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think if you own a vehicle in America, I think you're gonna have more than at least 4 events a year with your car.
I think so too, because there's been times where I've ran out of fuel.
Depending on where you live at too, if you got snow and all that crazy mess, you're gonna have about more than 4 events.
And I need fuel delivery. And I've not had an event at all in the year and can't get not one roadside assistance at all.
That is really, 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 really super extra, to the point where now I gotta ask more questions that make me ask more questions that make me ask more questions.
And then by the time you get a hold of the call center.
Now I was about to ask you. I would see you a genius. I was just about to ask you. Now when you're going through these issues and you felt like a slave, right? When you had issues, were you able to get to someone that was able to be punctual enough to be able to handle what you had an issue with?
You think Uber Eats cares about their delivery drivers?
Sometimes silence. Hey, but though, is it true? But though, because I've heard, because around this time, didn't somebody get in a shootout with Uber at something like that over here in Newport News?
Yes, absolutely.
They got in the shootout.
Yes, because somebody decided to call an Uber to get out of a situation that they already had ahead of said Uber driver arriving. So when he picked up on site, he didn't realize that on site was on site. And he almost lost his life.
Man, almost lost his sight.
And almost lost his sight on site.
His life, you lose your life, you lose your sight.
On somebody else's beef.
That's crazy, because
on some you ride together, you die together.
And then they had the other one. They had another one over there in Hampton where the dude got picked up and then killed the Uber driver.
Yes, because they assume that we carry money on us. They don't know everything is digital. They assume that we are rolling. Everybody who I've ever talked to, they come up and they ask me, man, I bet you're rolling in the dough. You got an easy job. You got to just go pick up stuff and drop it off and you're getting paid for it. No. Let me tell you something. I'm living day to day, day by day, literally, on Uber Eats. Okay?
Okay.
And I literally switched to DoorDash because it was paying better. They treat you better. I mean, to an extent.
So how you doing now with the DoorDash thing? I mean, you know.
I'm at my wit's end.
With a smile on your face. With a smile on your face. With the smile on your face.
I'm at my wit's end. I have reached my breaking point with DoorDash because...
Okay. I was about to ask you where you were. We went right into it. Go ahead.
I do shop and delivery a lot.
That's a lot of work from what I visualize on Uber. I said Uber on YouTube, and I've seen on YouTube. I be seeing people with the water jugs and the big sodas and everything.
It always is somebody in an apartment complex on a 3rd floor.
Oh man,
that have the biggest, heaviest orders. The biggest and heaviest.
You know why I think they do that? Because they don't want to be the ones that carry that stuff up the steps.
My question is, I saw a video too of a guy getting yelled at and the woman calling Uber Eats trying to sound like this man didn't complete his task. Our task is to shop those groceries, find alternates if there's not the item available, maintain contact with you while said shopping and while said delivering if there's any delays or somebody get in an accident and you have to take the way around.
Right.
You know? My job is not to take your groceries from my vehicle, take it to your threshold, go past your threshold and put them up for you. That is not my job.
Oh yeah, you ODing. You ODing.
If you have a entrance where it's just the entrance downstairs and then you have a set of stairs and then it goes up into your house, you're already too far in.
Yeah, you got to start right there with the door at right there.
Because you have no idea who's on the other side of what wall, what door, who's waiting for you,
You don't
right
know who
there.
you delivering to.
You don't know who you're delivering to. You could be delivering to motherfucking, excuse me, mother, father, Hannibal Lecter.
Right, or Jeffrey Dahmer for your mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my question is, what was some of the craziest stuff you experienced while you was out there Ubering with food?
Uber Eats, my craziest.
Or DoorDashing or whatever, you know.
Well, I'll separate the two because they are two separate entities, even though one treats you slightly better. It's like switching your slave masters, because this one's got heat in the winter and air conditioned in the summer, and this one don't.
Damn.
My craziest Uber Eat would have to be when I got an order to go to the CVS and you don't get to see what you're shopping whatsoever until you have marked that you're there.
Right.
I'm a mom and I don't support abortion.
True.
Or killing innocent lives. I don't believe in it whatsoever. So for Uber Eats to know, because I put in my biography that my goal is God first, my family, and then some wings.
Some wings.
Yeah, that's what it says. And some wings.
Right.
But with them knowing that, you sent me to go pick up a plan B for somebody who didn't have the guts enough to get up on their own and go get it.
Right.
I'm not taking part in your sin.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And that's not something that should be deliverable.
Right.
Period.
Yeah, that's personal. You go get that. If you want to be...
That should be a choice you make on your own. You don't...
Get somebody involved in your murder.
Right.
Sorry. I mean, if that's how you...
I'm an accessory to murder if I delivered that. How do I wake up every morning and look my kids in the face knowing I delivered a contraceptive to stop another life from coming in here? Another doctor, another lawyer, another politician, another world leader. Somebody who's really going to make some change in here. All because you didn't want to wrap it up.
Or take the precautions.
That's not my choice, and I shouldn't have to be the one delivering on that.
Right. I agree. You shouldn't have to be a part of other people's sin. Other people's sin is they sin. And honestly, that right there I think that right there shouldn't be something that, it's just certain things that should be off of that list. I think if you're delivering food, but I think that, with Uber, I think they allow themselves to be open so much
because they're not here.
Because I was about to say that too. They're a whole third world country and they don't really care. It's a third world country that they ran in by some Indians or whatever, and now they over here and they don't care about how they working Americans. They don't care about what they delivering. As long as they getting the money, they don't care if they delivering a damn atomic bomb to a person.
And that's crazy. I wouldn't do that either. I don't care how much the pay is. I wouldn't do that either. I know where it's going and what the intentions are behind it.
So my thing is, what doing a job like this has taught a person like you?
I am worth more than this.
She is worthy. She is worthy. I know that's right.
I am worth more than what the Monday to Friday they try to pay me.
I agree. You worth more than what you are being paid.
I've got to deal with people on the road.
Right.
Their habits they may have.
Right.
the alcohol they may have consumed throughout the day. I have to deal with people who may not be that skilled of a driver, who are not from the area, who haven't gotten to the pattern that the Monday to Friday speed limit is a suggestion.
It is a suggestion out here, y'all. If it's 45, that's just a suggestion.
That's a suggestion. They suggest you go 45 when you see around, but other than that, I suggest you move faster than that.
About 60.
It's bad when a grandma is honking at you and
yeah,
because you're moving too slow.
Yeah, out here, right?
Thinking you going the speed limit.
Yeah, and she looking at you like you're moving slow. And you like, oh, lady, like you 80.
I'm like
you're 80. You doing 80 and you're 80. Like you need to slow down, grandma.
Swerving lanes.
Word, like yo, and it do be like that.
And she be cutting.
It do be like
that
nothing. It do be like that in Virginia, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, I saw some grandma flying in a Nissan with grandma times 8 beside it. I said, oh, I know that's right, Granny. Cut through the wind.
She whooping. She coming out there. She coming out there with the switch. She going, again. You bet. She start pointing at all of them. And then she mama again. Every last one of you, if you keep on daggone touching my cookie jar.
She looked like the one with the good cookies, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to tell you,
man. You got 8 grandkids, you gotta have some good cookies.
Yo, but wait. Going back to your one question about the horror story, DoorDash, right?
DoorDash, yes. Okay, because you forgot the second one.
I got out into the middle of a very nice, very rich neighborhood, right? And I'm just driving, and someone says, Melly, look to your left and your right. And I go.
So you look to your right, left. Okay, I got you. Instead of your left, right.
I was like,
you got you.
I'm surrounded by deer. And they all line up around the road, just down the road. They're not crossing. They are staring at me. They are all lining up.
What is this, the Obama movie?
I don't know. It was some prestigious event that was going on. It was like I was royalty or something. Deer royalty. Yeah. I felt like the deer queen.
Yeah.
And then
you were the Dairy Queen?
I was the Dairy Queen.
The Dairy Queen.
The Dairy Queen out here, doubtful and all.
The Dairy Queen.
Man, I got out of the car because I was kind of freaked out. Mm-hmm. And I see deer around the house, and I'm delivering the groceries. And every time I leave the side of the car, there's more deer coming up close. To the point I look down, I come up, and I'm face to face with one of them. And he's just cool, and I'm cool. And he walks away. I was like, babe, yo, I am surrounded by deer. You would not believe this. If I get in a car accident, just know it is because one of these deers have hopped out and shoulder nigger.
Hey, man, look. Hey, look, man. Look. Luckily, he didn't start doing you like the one white dude got done the one time when he was out there hunting. He came up and the daggone deer started picking and packing on him. Pit, pack, peep, pack. Yeah.
Yeah, this has proven to be my protection.
You know what, though? Yeah.
Everywhere I go, anytime I come into encounter with an animal, even down, I know this dog Gucci. Every time I go to deliver, she comes to the door. She knows I'm at the door. She comes out steps. Hey, there's a little hold up. Yeah, Gucci. And then she goes back into her house like she's supposed to.
So my question is, right, with all of that being said, and you going through everything that you done went through as far as DoorDash and Uber and have you learned any other skills like far as like becoming like a mechanic or like
I've become patient. I've learned some mechanical skills. I put in a fuel pump.
Come on.
What
are you doing over there?
What are you doing?
What are you doing over there?
You know what's so crazy? When I go to the 7-Eleven to go get my coffee, because I have to have my coffee to start my day, to go out there, have motivation, and be the best customer service person I can be.
Right.
Without the attitude.
Right.
I told them, I'm like, yeah, I just changed the fuel pump on here. You know, I know you saw her just sitting in my yard, just sitting there collecting dust and all that stuff. But best believe she's back. I bled for this bitch.
Like a crack addict laid out on what?
This baby, excuse me.
A crack addict laid out on what?
A craft man.
With what?
A bad habit.
A bad habit, man. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
I've been watching.
Come on, Mike.
I've been watching that kickback.
Come on, man. You see it, man. You ain't gonna say nothing else about that, man. She said that you fixed the fuel pump.
I fixed the fuel
pump in that joint. So the fuel pump went out, and you, as a woman, decided that you wanted to be a doer.
Man, I had to be.
And
do you know how much it would have cost to get a
about
fuel pump?
$400-500. About a
That's
good
just the part.
$400.
That's just to order a new part.
Right, but though you got your part,
and I put it in,
and you got the two.
Hands.
You use your little hands
to get into the little intricate spaces, but I had to get a man with the hands.
Guess what, man? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's give this lady a round of applause. Come on, man, let's give her a round of applause. This lady went in there, her car was down, dust and rust. It was busted and disgusted, sitting in the yard, busted and disgusted, gaining a whole bunch of dust and rusting. And she said, you know what? I'm not gonna pay this daggone arm and a leg. I'm gonna do it myself.
Shout out USAA for the toes.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to USAA for your insurance and the toes.
Right.
Sure. So my question is this: Is the pain worth the pleasure when it comes to working for these places? Like, is the pain worth the pay? Like
I had a whole month where I was down because my back was out of whack. I ended up developing sciatica.
Yeah, that's the serious.
Where I can't move my legs sometimes. I can't even move up out of my bed to go to the bathroom. That was how bad it was. No!
You said no. Okay then. The pain, people, for you teenagers that want to go out there, you people that want to go out there and think that you're going to take your car and going to take your body and you're going to go out there and this is going to be easy money for us to go out here to make and just going to make this real easy money just dropping off food. Is that true?
I need to go see a Monday to Friday mechanic, okay? I need some
Is that
Monday
true?
to Friday body work done, okay? I went to a chiropractor thinking that I was all good. If I get my back straight, I'll be great. No, I got bodied.
At body.
The dude had his toes out. I should not have proceeded, but it was just, I was in so much pain from all the delivering. I even delivered a toilet. So, you know, I'm already over the top of the
You over this.
Man, please. No, it is not worth the pain. Teenagers, look, it's a little good side gig if you've already got like a ready, steady paycheck coming and to maintain the other aspects in your life, like your rent and stuff. But if you're like solely dependent upon Uber Eats, you are going to fail harder than anything.
Because of not only the wear and tear on your body,
the wear and tear in your car,
right.
It costs too much.
Yeah.
To be an Uber Eats driver.
You're on the rat race, basically. You're on the fair. You're on the wheel.
You're a rat in a cage in a maze.
So my thing is, I was going to ask. On your time out in a good day, how much do you think that you could possibly make and then we'll tally that up to see if you think you'll be able to live or somebody be able to live off of that. Because as you said, that you don't think that someone, I don't think an adult maybe could.
I don't think an adult, I don't think anybody living fully independent on their self could do it solely just Uber Eats and make a killing and be able to support your lifestyle, if you want to go out, if you want to be able to take vacations, if you need a car repair that's going to fall out of the sky, because I can't tell you how many times my car has cut the... cut the fire out.
I'm just gonna ask you about that, but I want to do though. I want you to ask this question right here. How many times? I want to know how much you make by the time while you're out. Because we want to tally this up.
With Uber Eats on a good day, I could make $60.
All right, $60 times 18. Times 30. We just gonna say $1,800 a month, right? As an adult with children, I don't even think
kids.
I don't even think
it's not feasible.
I don't even think that's minimum wage. I don't even think
it's below minimum wage,
especially with 2 children, and you got to pay for food out your pocket and everything else. So
see, the how they get you is the way they advertise it.
Wow.
They'll be like, oh, you could make like $20 an hour. You could make like $18 an hour. But what they're not telling you is you're gonna get $2, $3, $1, $2, $3, $4, $1, $2, $5 trips in between to get to that $20. And by the time you've done ran all that gas mileage in, you're gonna about put that 1, 2, 3, 4. You're about to put 20 in your tank just to make it to the next drive. The only thing that makes Uber Eats better than DoorDash right now is the fact that you get your payments put directly to your account and for you to use. Whereas DoorDash, you have to wait till your end of the shift for you to get your money to your card. That's if you have a card. Now, if you're one of those people who don't have the little red card or don't have an account for it to go, or even if you have an account for it to go to, they deposit every Friday.
Jeez.
Don't let it be a holiday.
Oh, you hit on the holiday. You hit. So
that whole weekend.
So my question is, so how many repairs? You said you had a lot of repairs. Since you become a person that's done door dashing and Ubering, and you've had this vehicle, how many repairs have you had to have on your vehicle?
Okay. I could count on one hand how many, well, maybe on my 2 hands how many I've done just with DoorDash. But I'm going to need multiple hands and feet to be able to count how many repairs that I've done times 2 Uber eating. I'm going to say I'm well in 40 repairs.
40?
40. Because now let me mind you this. My car, when I bought it, it wasn't in the best state, so I already had repairs that I had to do in order for it to run.
Right.
But the more I Uber eated, I'm needing to replace brakes, do oil changes, transmission fluid top off. I'm having to change tires multiple times because the place that I was going to was giving me mismatched tires. And then I've had to change. Oh, I got in a car accident, Uber eating, which they did not cover. Because as long as the truck wasn't damaged, fuck me. Excuse me. Friday me. Friday me down, okay? Yeah. I paid for my headlights to be replaced. I've paid for the tire pressure sensors to be replaced, wind speed sensors replaced. I've had to change my sway bar. I've had to get a whole new suspension system. I had to get, what is the thing called? What was it called? It's what holds the tire in place.
The control arm?
I had to get the control arms on both sides replaced, upper and lower, ball joints.
Ooh.
And you're talking about a little thing like this, a little rubber stop with a metal peg, and I'm having to pay up to $250 to get this motherfucker Monday to Friday put in.
Monday to Friday.
I'm trying not to swear too
You're
much.
trying not to swear because you know the guidelines on YouTube, but don't worry. We got you. We'll bleep it out for you.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, yo, like, to say like those is major repairs. repairs.
Yes.
Those was major repairs, and that's not like it's gonna be like a little
gasket seals, starter, key fobs.
Sheesh.
Let's see. What else have I had to
That's
replace?
a lot. That's
I've had to replace my fender. I've had to replace my door because I've had people
what
just.
Are you rolling?
I've had
derbying on the weekend.
No, Starbucks is a dangerous parking lot. When these women want their caffeine, do not get in their way. And they don't care how close they got to park to your car. If the space is a space, they going to slam their ass and slam their ashtray in there.
Girl, you like to cuss.
Man, Uber Eats will pull it out of you.
Only man. It be the white chicks, don't it?
Man, it be them caffeinated Starbucks fiends.
It be the white chicks. Because I ran into a couple of those.
They'll ding your stuff and keep going. Like they didn't even do nothing. I have yet to put the license plate back on the front of my vehicle because it was hit and run.
Knocked off.
Clean smooth.
Dang.
Sitting in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, somebody's license. Why do those numbers look good?
Those numbers look familiar.
Oh!
Wow.
Lord, Jesus. Help me, God.
That's crazy.
And you can't do nothing because the parking lots ain't got no cameras like that. They ain't zooming in and getting the license plate for you.
Right.
I was doing a DoorDash and I saw the old man. This lady was putting the cart up. She had her children in the vehicle, right? And this old man was coming out of his parking spot. And he goes, hits the back side of her car. Then moves slowly, and you see her car jerking and stuff, and he drives off. Then she goes and she's looking, and I'm like, okay, maybe she got it. She sees his license plate. She got him locked in. Cool. No, she went to go ask her children, did that man just hit our car? They had the nerve to tell her, oh, that's what that was.
You know what? Kids be slow sometimes. It be like that, though.
It's dangerous.
Uber, from what I'm getting and from what I've seen from the reports, Ubering, DoorDash, and a lot of Grubhub, I've heard that they are very dangerous jobs, and we appreciate, people like you that take the time out to come out and make sure that people like us have our food on time, hot and ready, and I don't think that you guys get enough appreciation because, I just think that people look down upon the food industry and people that work in the food industry or the customer service industry, but they don't realize how valuable you guys are.
Right.
And if nobody else thank you, us here at the Kickback would like to thank you and give you a round of applause for what you have done and for everything that you always do for us.
Yes.
And everything that you do for everybody. And I think that your good customers and everybody else appreciate you. Right. And we would like to have you come back.
Absolutely.
And speak about some more things, and some more stuff that you might feel like you might want to, let the crowd out here know and let the people know. But,
right. And just so people know, something I could tell you, a tip goes a long way. It really does.
Right on.
Because you don't know what that person is going out there to go Uber Eat or DoorDash for.
Right.
Or the reason why behind it. Make sure you tip your drivers because it's a lot.
The drivers, man.
That we go through on
even
a
if
daily
it's
$2,
$5, tip the drivers, man. Because if it's you out there, because it'd be cold, it'd be hot.
We come rain, wind, snow. Man.
Right, like the postman.
Yeah.
So
we're out there more than the postman. We don't take off holidays.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Your job popping on the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Black Friday, everything.
Everything. Hey man, we would like to appreciate you. We appreciate you, and we'd like to thank you, and we would like to have you come back and do your thing once again.
Absolutely.
And, thank you, Melly.
Thank you for having me.
Wolf is out.
Hey.
And we're gonna bring it back
once again.